Baby Your Baby is brought to you in part by Intermountain Healthcare and the Utah Department of Health.
Okay, when the weather's this nice, it's hard to think about winter colds and flu and that kind of thing, but we have Intermountain Moms registered nurse Katrina Jensen here to talk a little bit about how to avoid the respiratory viruses for your kids.
Yeah, it's the respiratory season's coming up, and the one we think about a lot is croup.
Right.
And we're being told by the experts that there's going to be a season of croup that's going to hit fairly soon. So, you know, the most important thing to remember, Mary, as a parent, is to make sure your kids are preventing spreading. So washing hands, always doing that before and after meals. At school, realize that croup is spread through staircase, it's sneezing, it's coughing, but it also can be based on touching things or touching a staircase or, you know, whatever it is.
What are the early symptoms?
Just
cough?
Yes, cough and the fever, the runny nose,
so you think it's a
kind
cold,
of the
but
usual
it could be something
sore throat.
more.
Yes, but you know, if you have a young baby, 3 months or less, a fever of 100.2 is concerning. So pay attention to that. If your kids are older, of course, they have more resilience. They can ward off that kind of thing. But the one thing that we really identify with croup is that barky cough. That it's kind of like we were just talking. If you've heard that before and your children have had it, you definitely know it. Do the warm showers, you know, the steam baths and all that. The thing to be really concerned about is if the child starts to have difficulty breathing, that's usually a worrisome sign. Of course, more so than just the cough. Yeah, because they're having a hard time. They're obviously struggling to breathe, and you probably need to get into the doctor or go beyond that if you've already been to the doctor.
And Katrina was just telling me about Germ Watch.
Yeah,
and this is a website where you can go in and click on your zip code and find out what sicknesses are around.
Germ Watch is an Intermountain website that has been started a couple years ago. It's an awesome resource for families, parents, anyone, and gives you all the germs that are floating around where you live. So it's really specific to your area. It's all through the state of Utah. So if you live in another part of the state, you know, and you don't get to hear sometimes, yes, it's really awesome.
Okay, and doctors keep track of what's coming in, and it's all in the file.
And the doctors have a website that they can locate so that when you come into their office, they can look up what's going around, and they'll say, oh gosh, look, I'm seeing these symptoms right now with my patient, and this is going around, and so it makes it easier to diagnose and treat.
So is it germwatch?
It's Germwatch Intermountain. Just put in Germwatch.
Germwatch.
In your,
and it'll come up in Intermountain's
site.
Okay.
Yep.
Katrina,
That's
thanks.
awesome. Thank you.